Black Widow, very young, very new into her career, but at the same time racking up accomplishments. She walks into VWR as a champion, but she's got quite the fight ahead of her with this new Claudia staring across the ring.
Yes, ref doing her job, checking the competitors.
Yeah, you've got to hand it to our refs. We expect the best out of our officiating. And that's the first bell here at VWR. Black Widow looking to get the crowd fired up on a chilly night here in Houston, Texas. Uncharacteristically cold is it here at Houston Premier Arena.
And Imera not to be deterred, so showing she's got some fans out here as well.
Yeah.
With the cheap shot, Black Widow.
Well, Black Widow is not going to waste any time. Black Widow is going to go for whatever advantage that she possibly can, and here she goes into a lockup.
Ooh.
Sweeps the leg. Black Widow to the canvas. Now back into a lockup. Both of these women jockeying for position in the early parts of this contest. It's important to establish dominance early on. The Wolf definitely.
Ooh, headlock takeover.
Definitely was not expecting that. And now it's just a matter of maintaining control. And there you go, a smooth transition into the head scissors.
Black Widow getting to the rope. That ring awareness.
Ring awareness, definitely. Young competitor, but still very, very skilled. We've got a lot of young athletes on this broadcast here tonight, but we also have cagey veterans.
Oh.
Into a pinning predicament, gets a 2 count as Black Widow.
Back into another pin.
The former Claudia Solis, definitely very well aware of what she's getting into here tonight, and that veteran presence is going to help her out against this up-and-coming luchadora, Black Widow. Emily, what are you noticing out of this new persona that we're seeing here tonight? What do you find so surprising about this?
She's a lot more just ruthless. She's usually a little bit more happy-go-lucky, so to speak.
Yeah, usually Claudia comes out here. She's all business, but she's got a smile on her face. This new iteration is not exactly what I was expecting. Still the same intensity, but
taking all of the excitement that she would generally bring with her. She comes out more dancing and everything, and just straight to business.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure what spurred this change. I don't know. New year, new Claudia. Is that what we're looking at?
Maybe.
As she takes Black Widow down with a vicious clothesline and gets a 2 count.
And yeah, Imera, formerly Claudia, she is a former PWF champion, so I don't know. Maybe she lost her title. I don't think I've seen her since then, she lost it to Rachel Rose. So maybe that's part of this.
Well, I know we saw Imera at PWF not too long ago in what was the last ever RWR Vixens champion or Vixens division match. To have her come in now, I think that what she's looking to do is to continue the legacy that she previously had in RWR. VWR, a new company, a new beginning, a new era, a new wave. And I think that Claudia wants to establish herself as the veteran presence of VWR, wants to put herself on top of this company as she whips Black Widow into the corner and follows up with a vicious shoulder tackle. As I was saying,
and Black Widow reverses back into that corner and follows up with a shoulder of her own.
Yeah, Black Widow going toe-to-toe with the veteran. New name, but it doesn't erase the history. This Imera in the ring there has all the experience that she...
Ooh, kick to the hamstring.
And that'll take you out of it. You take out a leg That limits mobility. Make sure that you can't.
Takes a lot of power out of a lot of things that Imera, can do.
Yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. This Imera, who is, as we said, a veteran presence, has been a part of RWR in the past, wants to establish herself as a large part of VWR's roster going forward. As Black Widow lands a spine buster that would make Arn Anderson proud. Goes for a cover.
Imera getting her shoulder up at 2.
You have to imagine if Black Widow might have put just a little bit more pressure on that cover, that might have been it. And now Imera has her by the leg.
Ankle. Ooh.
And there you go, those vicious strikes, the vicious leg strikes. We talked about how important it is to put the power behind the legs, and Imera has that in spades.
Black Widow trying to call for a timeout.
Well, I didn't exactly write the VWR rule book, but at the same time, I know.
don't think I saw that in the rules, though.
Yeah, but it's definitely not in the rules. There are no timeouts. I mean, I could call one, but I'm not going to. As
Imera has her in the ropes.
And she's going to use every second of the referee's count. That was that veteran presence that we talked about.
Yes.
Claudia knows what she's doing when she's in that ring. Shoots her off.
Oh.
Back body drop.
Back body drop.
And Black Widow is feeling it. I have hit the mat a few times at Houston Premier Arena. I know how much that hurts.
Black Widow having to kick out at 2.
Yeah, Imera in there, pressing her advantage, going for the cover when appropriate. You really can't underestimate the veteran presence of Imera. Black Widow, an up-and-coming competitor, very, very
kicks
young.
In the corner. Black Widow reverses.
Yeah, quick on her feet, quick thinking is Black Widow. Now it's just a power struggle. Into the opposite corner. And a big running forearm. And a bulldog to follow it up. Impressive from Black Widow as she goes into the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count.
Black Widow cannot believe that.
Well, you lay in that kind of offense and you expect to get something out of it. And now you can see Black Widow can't let herself get frustrated, but you can see her turning on the aggression.
Yeah.
Which is what you need to do if you want to take down this Imera, this wolf among the sheep. And now both of these women just trying to gain the advantage.
Ooh.
Imera tossing
her
Black
over
Widow.
into that corner.
Getting some distance in that ring off that throw. Off the ropes.
He's got her in a waist lock.
Looks like she's trying to cinch that in, trying to put pressure on the diaphragm, make sure Black Widow can't breathe. If you can't breathe, you can't fight, Emily. I don't know if you're aware of that fact.
You know, I had a feeling. I have not wrestled, so I assumed that would make it very hard to breathe. Can't breathe, can't wrestle.
And it looks like that's exactly what Imera was hoping for. Wear her down. Now up on those ropes. I don't know
Black
if she's
Widow on that bottom rope. Ooh.
Up and over, dropping the knees and the feet right onto the face of Black Widow. And that's not just downward force of gravity. That's also the physics of using those ropes for leverage. Adds
Setting
to that
her back
impact.
on that bottom rope. Stomp to the stomach.
Oh!
Ooh!
Baseball slide.
slide.
Right down the middle. Someone's going to be feeling that in the morning.
And now has her Black Widow going for the eyes.
Well, whenever you've got someone like Imera who's got you in a headlock, you're going to want to break that any way that you possibly can. And now Black Widow trying to put the boots to her.
Ooh.
Off the ropes running kick right in that corner. Might have dislocated Imera's jaw. Into the cover. 1, 2.
That rope break?
Yeah, it looks like.
That veteran ring awareness of Imera.
Yeah, you got to hand it to the official for noticing that. And now Black Widow just can't let herself get distracted, can't let herself get upset, lose focus. Because as we said, Imera, a very cagey veteran, somebody who knows exactly what it is that they're doing in that ring.
It looks like Black Widow is doing just that, going up to the top rope.
Yeah, you got to go high risk, high reward in some instances. Not quick enough, though. Imera off that middle rope. Looks like she could be going for a superplex of some kind.
Oh!
High impact off that middle rope. Rolls through right into a cover. 1, 2. Barely a kick out. I am impressed that Black Widow was able to get a shoulder up. And it looks like Imera might be a little bit more, a little frustrated, to be honest.
Going to the outside.
Well, that didn't take long. First contest
Trading
of the night,
blows.
and they're already trading blows on the outside. I told you whenever we booked this thing, this was going to be a hard-hitting contest. Both of these women love to lay in those shots. They love to work stiff.
Yes.
And we're seeing a little bit of that right now as they work the outside, dangerously close to the crowd here at Houston Premier Arena.
Imera grabbing the hair, trying to keep control.
These two women just laying in stiff shots on the outside. It suddenly became a very real fight.
Oh. I believe our referee has gotten to 10.
Oh, and the referee has called for the bell. We've got a double count out. These women are unable to separate themselves.
This match has been ruled a draw as both competitors did not get back to the ring by the referee's count of 10.
And they are still going at it. The referee needs to do something to break up these two women.
Yes, she may need some help out here trying to break this up.
Yeah, we might need more officials. I don't know how many of them I have on payroll, but it may not be enough.
Maybe even the locker room, maybe. Oh,
It looks like the referee has gained some semblance of control. We've just had to create some separation. That's the best we can hope for. And I don't believe that either of the women are happy with how this contest turned out, Emily. I think that both of them would have liked to have walked out of this thing the winner, but
of course, both of them are both very fired up competitors, both fighting very hard for position.
You have to wonder, this Imera, this new persona, this new attitude that we're seeing from the former Claudia Solis, maybe her attitude, maybe her emotions just got the better of her tonight.